I told my adoptive dad to shut up at his birthday dinner after he claimed they loved me the same as their real kids. My adoptive parents took me in when I was a baby after my biological parents and sister died in a car crash. My adoptive parents were best friends with my real parents, so they stepped up and raised me. They always told me they loved me just as much as their own 3 kids, but that was total garbage, and I always knew it. Growing up, their real kids got name brand everything while I got the generic store versions. Christmas morning was the worst. They'd get new bikes, gaming systems, and expensive clothes, while I'd get a few small gifts and maybe some hand-me-downs. The really messed up part was family vacations. They'd take their kids to Disney World or beach trips and leave me behind with my biological grandparents. They said it was so I could spend time with my real family, but I knew the truth. I was just extra baggage they didn't want to deal with. When their oldest kids went to college, my adoptive parents paid for everything. Full tuition, rent, spending money, the works. Same thing happened when their second kid started school. Both of them are in medical school now, and mom and dad are still covering all their expenses. But when it was my turn at 18, they sat me down and gave me this whole speech about responsibility and independence. They said they couldn't afford to pay for 3 college educations at once and offered to co-sign my student loans instead. I was crushed, but didn't fight it. Part of me felt like I should be grateful they even kept me around. So I worked 2 jobs, took out massive loans, and barely scraped by while watching my adoptive siblings live stress-free college lives. Through all of this, my adoptive dad loved giving these speeches about how much he loved all his children equally. It made me sick every time, but I never said anything. What was the point? Last week was his birthday, and the whole family gathered at their house for dinner. After we ate cake, Dad stood up to give one of his famous speeches about family and love. He went around the table talking about how proud he was of each kid. When he got to me, he started going on about how proud he was of my independence and how I put myself through college unlike the others. He said my biological parents would be so proud of how strong and self-reliant I'd become. That's when something inside me just snapped. All those years of pretending everything was fine, of accepting the scraps while watching them spoil their real kids, it all came flooding out. I looked him dead in the eyes and said, "Cut the bullshit, Dad. We all know you don't actually care about me. You just kept me around to play the hero and get praise for taking in the poor orphan kid." The whole table went silent. Dad started saying that wasn't true, that they loved me just as much as everyone else. I laughed and told him to stop lying to himself. That's when Mom reached across the table and slapped me right in the face. She screamed at me to get out of her house. I could see Dad starting to tear up, but I was done caring about their feelings. I grabbed my jacket and left without another word. Now all my adoptive siblings are blowing up my phone, calling me an ungrateful bastard. They're demanding I apologize for ruining Dad's birthday, but I'm not sorry. I finally told the truth about how they really treated me all these years.